I have MLA from, okay. There was also Fredericton South. So from Alberta.
Good afternoon, Madam Speaker. It's my pleasure to stand in the House today to second and speak on Motion 11. Speaking about anything related to our outdoor lifestyle is a privilege for me. Being farm-raised in rural New Brunswick, the woods of our province is something I'm very proud and very familiar with. I've spent years studying this subject matter, so to be able to address this issue as a member of the Legislative Assembly is truly humbling. I stand here today as an MLA, but typically this time of the year I'd be standing in the woods somewhere myself, as we're right in the middle of hunting season, and I've got a tie and a suit on, but my attire would normally be different as we enter the first part of November every year. That being the case, my entire life's been spent in some way, shape, or form very close to the outdoors. I live in Albert County, grew up in Miramichi, and in the short few weeks since we've convened the legislature, I've had conversations with everybody from every party about our outdoor heritage. We've discussed ways that it is an opportunity for us, and we've discussed ways that it needs to be a sustainable part of our future. So I'm very proud to be able to stand here and speak on this motion. I believe that we have a distinct advantage in New Brunswick, and as I was writing my comments, I realized that most of us here in this legislature, or even this province, have at some point stood on a woods road somewhere, or a back road, or somewhere that wasn't pavement, concrete, and steel. And you know, there's folks in this country that spend their entire life without ever putting their feet on a dirt road. And it's unfortunate that that's how they have to spend their lives. We have an advantage in this province. We have a history and a heritage, and to speak about ways that we can enhance and ensure that that's sustainable for the future is an honor for me. New Brunswick is a dynamic province with many urban centres, but there's no denying that the road to this legislature has weaved its way through the woods and the water of this fine province since its beginning. When we look at the past, the forestry industry has built this province, provided wages for families, food on the table, and has given many the proud feeling that comes at the end of a hard day's work. And it doesn't stop there. When the work is done, the forests actually allow us to get out and enjoy nature, to get away from it all, and to even harvest food for our families. We can reflect on the past, and we should, but it's important to look to the future, to the next chapter in our history that hasn't been written yet. That's why this discussion is so important. The forests of New Brunswick represent a tremendous opportunity for private landowners, for farmers, for outdoor enthusiasts, and for industry. The key to that success, though, is sustainability, Madam Speaker. To accomplish that, it's so important to review and to validate the advice that we've received from a variety of different sources. Madam Speaker, our natural resources were here long before this building we stand in ever existed, and it's our job from all corners of this legislature, from each and every party, to ensure that they are still here long after this building is gone. The work we do with this motion, as well as others moving forward, will help to ensure and sustain that. Every step along the way, we need to ensure that we're getting the best value for our resources. And it's important that all stakeholders in New Brunswick know that they can count on their government to have their best interest at heart. I'm proud of the fact that I ran to be elected on a platform that's committed to giving a voice to all stakeholders who have a vested interest in ensuring our natural resources will be sustainable for generations to come. We are the party that brought forward a platform with a plan to foster outdoorsmanship. That plan was part of our platform, but as I've stood in this legislature for a short while, I've realized it's shared amongst a number of parties here on the floor. We are the party that campaigned for a commitment to changes that will enhance our hunting heritage and outdoor lifestyle. And we are the party that wants to move forward with a review of how we manage our forests. The member from Gagetown Petitcodiac touched on it. Like I said, I've had conversations offline with many people. We've got a resource and an opportunity. We plan to invite all relevant stakeholders to the table for the first time ever when it comes to issues of our public lands. This will ensure that all perspectives are being considered as we chart a course forward for achieving best practices when we manage the forests of New Brunswick. And this motion is just one more example of how our government will get under the hood and take that approach to many files as we govern. The details are where things are important, and we're excited about getting involved and examining and exploring absolute best practices so that we can ensure that we're getting and giving the best value with every file that we touch. Madam Speaker, these last few weeks have given us the opportunity to sincerely look at ways to govern differently. I've gotten to meet and know some great folks from a variety of different parties who share that same attitude. I think that will bode well for our province and our people. And I'd like to close by saying that I stand here with complete faith in my leader, complete faith in the team of MLAs that are going to make this happen, and I am very proud to stand in this House having shared some thoughts with the legislature as I speak to and second Motion 11. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.